Hey everybody, sorry I couldn't be there today, but this video will give you instructions on what to do for your quick review as well as your activity for today. Substitute teacher, please make sure you hit pause when instructed to do so to allow students some time to work. So, as far as angles vocabulary, there's 4 types of angles that we've talked about this school year. We talked about adjacent angles, complementary angles, supplementary, and vertical. So adjacent angles are angles that are right next to each other. So if they are right next to each other, we have to remember to add them together. Complementary angles are angles that add up to 90 degrees. Supplementary are angles that add up to 180 degrees. And vertical angles are angles that are across, but they're also equal to each other. So to solve those, you set them equal and then just solve the equation. So we're going to get practice with these 4 types of angles today. So first off, we're going to start off with vertical angles. So vertical angles we just reviewed are angles that are across and equal from to each other. So I'm going to have you guys hit the pause button, try this problem, and I will walk you through the answer here in a moment. So teacher, please hit pause now. Okay, so because these angles are across and equal to each other, we just have to put an equal sign in. So to do that, draw your fence. You're going to subtract 30 from both sides, which is going to give you 5x on this side and 95 on this side. That 5 and that x are connected through multiplication, so the opposite would be to divide. So we're going to divide both sides by 5. When I divide 95 by 5, I get an answer of x equals 19. Clap your hands if you got it correct. Okay, nice job. So here we go. Next one we're going to talk is about supplementary angles. So supplementary angles are angles that are added up to equal 180 degrees. So these 2 angles are next to each other. So we're going to add these 2 angles and have it equal 180 degrees. Go ahead, Mr. Teacher, and hit pause now. Okay, so because these 2 angles are supplementary, we're going to add them together to have them equal 180 degrees. So we're going to put 2x, and then this angle is 3x plus 25, so I put that right there and set it equal to 180. I'm going to combine some like terms, so I'm going to combine my 2x and my 3x, and by doing so, that gives me 5x. I'm going to bring down my plus 25, still equals 180, and now I'm going to solve it just like a 2-step equation. I'm going to subtract 25 from each side. That'll give me 5x on this side and then 155 on this side. Again, that 5 and that x are connected through multiplication, so we're going to divide both sides by 5, and that will give us an answer of x equals 31. Clap your hands if you got it right. Okay, nice job. Okay, so we've got an angle that looks like this now. So this angle says the measure of angle TOW, so this whole angle right here, is 145 degrees. We need to write and solve for x. So these angles are next to each other. So because they're next to each other, we're going to add them together. So go ahead and hit pause now, teacher, and work through the problem. Pause now. Okay, so because these angles are adjacent right next to each other, we're going to add them together. So we're going to take our 3x from this angle, and we're going to add it to the 4x plus 19 for that angle. Up here, it said that that whole angle measured 145, so we're setting it equal to 145 degrees. So we're going to combine like terms. So we're going to combine the 3x and the 4x, and that's where our 7x comes from. Bring down our plus 19. We need to get rid of that plus 19, so we're going to subtract 19 from both sides. That's going to give us a 7x on this side. 145 minus 19 is 126. We're going to divide both sides by 7 after that and get an answer of x equals 18. Clap your hands if you got it right. Okay, nice job. Sometimes you might have a question that looks like this. It says, what angle measurement would be complementary to a 72-degree angle? Well, complementary means angles that add up to equal 90 degrees. So I have to figure out what angle I'm going to have to add to 72 so that it equals 90. So go ahead and hit pause now. Okay, here we go. So we have one angle that we don't know the measurement of, and we know that when we add it to the other angle, which was 72, they have to combine to equal 90 degrees because they're complementary. So I'm going to have x plus 72 equals 90. We're going to subtract 72 from both sides and get an answer of x equals 18. So 18 degrees would be complementary to 72 degrees because when you add those together, 72 and 18, they should combine to equal 90 degrees. Okay, clap your hands if you got that one correct. Nice job. Okay, last one before your activity. What angle measurement would be supplementary to a 105-degree angle? So remember, supplementary means angles that add up to equal 180. So go ahead and figure out what angle would have to be supplementary to 105 so that it equals 180. So go ahead and hit pause now. Okay, here we go. So we know we have one angle that we don't know the measurement of. We know that we have a 105-degree angle. We also know that when we add those angles together, they have to equal 180. So x plus 105 equals 180. I'm going to subtract 105 from both sides of my fence, and that's going to give me x equals 75. So that means 75 is supplementary to 105 because if you add those two angles up, they will add up to 180 degrees. So there you go. For your activity today, there are 14 cards located around the room. I'll have the teacher go ahead and uncover those 14 cards now. You and your partner, or if you want to work on your own, that's okay too. You and your partner are going to go around these cards, work on the problems on the white paper. After every 2 cards, you're going to come check your work with the teacher. The teacher has the answer sheet, so come check your cards with them. After that, if they give you the thumbs up, move on to some more cards. If they say something is wrong, go back and fix it and then come back and check your work. You will be turning these white papers in at the end of the day, so please make sure your name gets put on them. And when you turn them in, I'm going to have you just put them on my desk. Please remember to be respectful and courteous to the substitutes. Remember, there are consequences that will follow based upon your behavior. Whether they're good consequences or negative consequences is up to you. So we'll see you guys back on Monday. Have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.